Grand Rising Soul Fam. Today I am coming on and sharing from the Tao Oracle by Ma Deva Padma. Today looking at Gene Key 53, which is the shadow of immaturity, the gift of expansion, and the divine expression of super abundance. This is the hexagram, I love this card, of development. So a couple key words: gradual progress, continuity, slowly but surely, adaptability, and a time-honored approach. Loving this. So let's see what it says. Maybe you feel some resonance, maybe you don't. You can always chuck what doesn't work for you back in the old fuck it bucket. There's an old saying that says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's completed a step at a time too, and it takes both feet to complete the journey. To progress toward a common goal with another requires essentially the same unity of purpose and direction as it does to walk across a room. Creating a wholesome and alive relationship involves two equal but separate parts uniting. And out of that unity, the living entity of their relationship is born. The working dynamics of a relationship can be understood more clearly if you look into how your body works. Consider what happens when you walk. To progress from here to there, your legs and feet alternately support and release, one after another, without thought or deliberate effort. This repetitive movement is not a bother or a bore because it's a no-mind action and it gets you where you want to go. So it's in strong partnerships that seem to develop and strengthen when there is a balance and a natural rapport between the two individuals. Without cooperation, respect, mutual attraction, and a shared vision, it's likely that you'll stumble when the going gets rough. When two people come together, no matter how strong the initial attraction, there's no way to predict if a sustainable harmony will develop. Only after they've walked the walk together for a while does a relationship develop its own rhythm. It always takes time to learn the ways of another. The progress of that learning is like a spontaneously unfolding dance that must be given the space to develop in synchronicity if it's going to be supportive to both of the individuals involved. There's no getting around the fact that for a harmonious dance to develop, there must be patience, flexibility, and above all, sensitive in-tunedness. Whatever your chosen direction is, whether with another or alone, it's wise in times of development to keep your attention in the present moment and avoid dreaming about the future. The more you can stay with what is, the less likely it is that you'll be thrown off balance by the unexpected. Stumbling, however, inevitably comes with any learning process, so keep your cool in spite of delays or setbacks. There are times when you might be tempted to throw up your hands in disgust and bellow, "I quit!" But storming off the dance floor and slamming the door behind you will cut off a vital learning experience before you get into the swing of it, and the biggest loser will be you. Opportunities for developing wisdom usually come through accepting challenges in spite of discomfort or even embarrassment, not by looking for shortcuts or seeking distractions from the task at hand. Here's how it doesn't work. You can hang a sign on the door that says, "Out of town." You can not answer the phone, you can change your look or move to a different country. But if you can't hide from truth, life's lessons are all about your willingness to look truth straight in the eye and feel supported rather than fearful of it. So now here are the 6 lines. These are the changes. Every hexagram has 6 annotations of how it can be perceived. You might feel yourself moving through all of them. You might feel a resonance with one, maybe 2 of them. If you have Gene Key 53 in your hologenetic Gene Key profile, what's the number after the dot? That would be the line would be interesting to look at and see if you feel a resonance. Bottom line. If you keep stepping on your partner's feet every time you get on the dance floor, don't be surprised if he or she offers to give you a few lessons. You can, if you insist, feel offended and stalk off the floor to cover your embarrassment. But it might be more fun to accept the offer, and the lasting gratitude of your partner's toes will come as a bonus. Line 2. It's wise to develop the knack of keeping in step with the changing rhythm of the times, and it should now become easier to add to your repertoire and develop even more grace of movement. From this space of confidence and ease, you can freely share what you've learned with even more people and spread the richness around. Line 3. If you find yourself wanting to push things along because progress seems too slow, stop and take a breather. Pushing the river to be other than what it is will not benefit anyone, least of all you and those you care about. Consider the possibility that hindrances arise for a reason, and that the present lesson might not be about achieving goals, but about learning to pace yourself. Redirect any energy that wants to move into goal-oriented aggression toward becoming more self-aware. Line 4. You might be called upon to dance, tap dance 1 minute, waltz the next, and climb into your tutu for a chorus number after that. You can see it as stressful and chaotic, or as a madcap adventure to enjoy. The circumstances are likely to remain as they are for a while, so how you embrace them is totally up to you. This is your power of free will. Line 5. Stick with the tried and true. Maintaining unwavering constancy and taking careful steps, one at a time, are the means by which you can realize your fondest dreams. Even if you have to walk among strangers, it's the journey that's important now, and not the names and family histories of your fellow travelers. A little farther down the road, the landscape will become more familiar. And top line, line 6. When your inner development reaches a certain stage of maturity, you find that others are attracted to you and might even try to express their attraction by following your example. Don't be embarrassed by it, and don't let it go to your head either. Real humbleness is compassionate to others, no matter where they are on the path. Slowly but surely we take our time, we move in rhythm with the cosmos. Sending you so much love. Namaste.